Tonight's starting lineup for the Crowley Academy Falcons. At guard, sophomore, number 20, Tyler Mobley. At guard, sophomore, number 21, Jonah Towell. At guard, junior, number 23, James Scott. At guard, senior, number 14, Luke Ellis. And at forward, a senior, number 3, Jonathan Crowley. Falcons are coached by Royce McMillon. And now the starting lineup for your Black Rock Zebras. At forward, a sophomore, number 4, Malachi Gott. At forward, a junior, 00, Caleb McKenzie. At forward, a junior, number 13, Elijah Mundy. At guard, a junior, number 24, Garrett Nunnally. And at guard, a junior, number 33, Tim Andrews. Black Rock Zebras coached by Matt Snyder.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your PrimetimeSports.com for tonight's game of the week, or at least it's our Tuesday night game anyway. It is between the Crowley's Ridge Academy Falcons and the Black Rock Zebras. I'm Dave Grimm, and we are live from Black Rock, Arkansas. First time I've been in this gym in years. And the game is about to tip right now. And Black Rock has controlled the opening tip. Crowley's Ridge comes into tonight's game 4-6 overall. They are 1-1 in conference play in the 3 single A conference. This is stolen away and going to be going out of bounds. Last touched by CRA. So the lone loss in conference play for CRA was right here on yourPrimetimeSports.com just a few weeks ago when they played at Ridgefield Christian in Jonesboro. We had that game for you. They're hoping they have better luck tonight than they had that night. Black Rock 2-10 overall, 1-2 in conference play. The common opponent, well, they have 2 common opponents. They both lost to Ridgefield Christian, but the win for CRA was over Maynard, and Black Rock lost to Maynard. So by looking at that, you would think CRA is the favorite tonight, and by the records as well. We will see as the game progresses. Nobody has scored. It is 7:13 remaining here in the first quarter. And now a shot will not go for Jonah Towell, and it's rebounded by the Zebras. Pulled down by Nunnally. That's Derek Nunnally. And there's something you don't see every day. Number 4, Malachi Gott, wearing pants out there on the basketball court, and one would assume that's for religious reasons. Something you don't see every day. Shot from the paint, not going to go, but a foul is drawn. That's James Scott underneath for the Crowley's Ridge Academy Falcons. Draws the foul, and he will make a trip to the free throw line. It's the first trip tonight. 2 team fouls so far against the Zebras are here early in the ball game. First free throw is good for CRA. And they go on the scoreboard first, 1-0. And he got them both. Black Rock looking for their first points, working against the CRA press. I'm down here courtside, folks, and I was pulling double duty. I was serving as arena announcer here for Black Rock tonight, so I'm a little bit out of breath. That should pass very quickly. CRA with the steal. Long pass ahead to James Scott. Now underneath the goal, Scott steps out of bounds. It'll be Black Rock basketball. Black Rock, part of the Walnut Ridge School District, but they still maintain their own school. For how much longer? They'd like it for to be a lot longer, but who knows? Their school district is very, very small. Malachi Gott throws it inside, and there's the bucket, the first bucket of the ball game. That was Mundy with the bucket inside, and it's tied up at 2. Now CRA with the basketball. Poked out of bounds by the Zebras. Head coach for the Zebras is Matt Snyder. And if you're familiar with Northeast Arkansas basketball, graduate of Riverside High School, played for Riverside under Coach Buster Campbell. He is now the head coach here at Black Rock. Almost turned over there. CRA tracks it down in the backcourt. Lob pass inside, almost alley-ooped it to Jonathan Carlisle, but he could not handle it. And we've got, it went out of bounds. Last touched by a Zebra, so it'll still be CRA basketball. I'm normally up top somewhere doing the broadcast. This is the first time this season anyway that I have been down on the floor doing a game broadcast, so I'm right down here with the action. In the paint, turnaround jumper, no good for Carlisle, and the rebound comes off to the Zebras. Cameraman up in the top of the stands. It's Mikey Dupuis tonight. Mikey Dupuis, and there's a steal, and it's stolen back. Stolen back by Matthew Wilkins. They could not convert on that possession, and now CRA's got it going back the other way. Hey, there's a putback for Jonathan Carlisle. First shot didn't go, but there was Carlisle to put it back up and in, and the lead now is CRA's 4-2. Pass inside to Mundy, and he could not, it didn't even come to him. CRA came away with it. Inside, there's Carlisle again. 6-2 now. CRA has opened up a 4-point lead here early. The first quarter nearly half gone. Now here come the Zebras. He's trapped in the corner. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called. First foul of the ball game called against CRA. Foul on the floor. Ball will be inbounded at the baseline. Or on the sideline, rather. And they get it into Wilkins. This is Matthew Wilkins out very near half court, being guarded closely by Luke Ellis. Now Caleb McKenzie, son of the principal here at Black Rock. He's wearing the 00, and he's got the ball. Thought about the three, thought better of it. Now here's a three on the way, and it is off the back of the rim, no good. Plucked out of the sky by Luke Ellis. Second time we've had CRA on your primetime sports this season. We'll have them at least one more time, and that is 1 week from tonight when they travel to Maynard. In the corner, it goes to Ellis, and Ellis wants to drive in with it. He's tripped on the way in. That foul on the floor. Team foul number 3 against the Zebras. Only other school named Zebras that I know of in the state of Arkansas are the Pine Bluff Zebras, great big 6A school. Ellis is in the corner with it, looking inside for somebody open. Has it poked out of his hands out of bounds. Ellis finds Carlisle. Carlisle wanted to drive in with it, but he lost the handle on the inbound pass, and they had to set up the offense. So now it's up top, Jonah Towell. Towell running the offense. Gives over to Jackson Law. Law kicks it in the corner to Carlisle. Carlisle drives in. Carlisle is fouled. No, they say. Looks like a 3-second in the lane call. I believe that's what the call was. I couldn't see it. I didn't have a clear shot at it, but it was a CRA turnover. So it's Black Rock basketball. Wilkins gives over to Gott. Now back up top, it goes to Nunnally. Nunnally drives in, dumps it down low to Gott, and Gott couldn't handle it. It went out of bounds. Still 6-2. Clock has run most of the way here. They haven't stopped it very many times. We're down to 2 minutes, 24 seconds in the first quarter. Walking it down very slowly is Jackson Law. Now here's Ellis for three, and it's off the back of the rim. Offensive board pulled down by Mobley, and they reset the offense. We're at the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Mobley over on the right wing has it batted and stolen. Stolen by Nunnally. Nunnally takes it the length of the floor, and they're going to call him for a charge. That was Law who got in there in time to set up shop and draw the charge. Team foul number 4 against the Zebras. Now they're having to wipe up the mess he made when he went to the floor. And so we'll get back underway now. Here's Law with the basketball. Left side of the floor, Luke Ellis. Drives in himself, kicks it back out. Now Law thought about the three twice and finally kicks it over. They work it inside to Carlisle, back out top. Now it's inside, and the shot is off the glass and in, and count it, and draws the foul. That's James Scott, who gets the bucket for the Falcons and will go the line to shoot a free throw with 1:25 remaining in the first quarter. Couldn't get the free throw. Now here come the Zebras. Nunnally hasn't gotten it across the timeline yet. Now he does, and he's fouled as he crosses. Fouled by James Scott. That is only team foul number 2 against the Falcons here. They'll inbound it in front of the scorer's table, and they get it into Matthew Wilkins. Wilkins fires up a three. It is an air ball out of bounds. Now here come the Falcons again with 1 minute left in the quarter. This is Law. He gives it over to Luke Ellis. Free throw line jumper. Good for Jonathan Carlisle. Makes it 10-2 with under a minute now. 45 seconds and counting left in the first. They get it across to McKenzie. And he fires a three, and that one's off the back of the rim, no good. Wilkins with the offensive board, puts it back up. It won't go, and now it's rebounded by Jonathan Carlisle. Going the other way fast on the fast break. The shot is not going to go up, and in for Todd Mason, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by CRA with 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. McKenzie walking it down, presumably to hold for the last shot here of the first quarter. 15 seconds. Kicks it in the corner. And now Gott for three. It won't go. 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds left. We've got a whistle and a foul over the back called against the Zebras. Team foul number, looks like 6 team fouls already. And for whatever reason, a timeout has been called with 3.6 seconds left in this first quarter by CRA. It's a 30-second timeout, so I am assuming they want to set up for this final shot. We are unsure as to whether or not we're going to have a game for you Friday night. the original game that we had scheduled. We've had a change of plans. We don't know if or where we will be broadcasting Friday, but we do know that we'll be back on the air with these same CRA Falcons 1 week from tonight at Maynard. I believe that's right. I'll have to double check that. I may be saying the wrong game. I'll have to look. Here's the inbound pass at half court. And with 1 second left, the shot is not going to go in at the buzzer. And that ends the first quarter. It's 10-2. CRA with the lead back in 1 minute.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Second quarter getting underway now. CRA will get the basketball to kick us off here in the second quarter. In the corner, Luke Ellis, he sure wanted to take a three-pointer, but he thought better of it and kicks it back up top. Now the long two for Carlisle is well off the mark, but it's pulled down by Will Toller. And they reset the offense. Will Toller checking into the ball game here to start the second quarter for the Falcons. Here's a three for Ellis, in and out, no good. And it's rebounded by the Zebras. Wilkins walks it down for Blackrock. Dribbles left side of the lane, loses the handle. It's loose still. And Carlisle travel with the basketball, apparently. That's what the call is. And that'll give it right back to the Zebras with 7:16 remaining in the half. And the inbound pass is picked off, and he traveled with it again. Here's a three-pointer off the inbound, and it's not going to go in. CRA basketball on the rebound. Seven minutes left in the half. Law gives to Ellis. Back to Law, now down in the corner to Todd Mason. Inside he goes to Carlisle. He drives in, he puts it up, he can't get it to go in. It's out of bounds. Last touch by a white jersey. So CRA catches a break, and they'll get to reset. Now a sub checking in for the Falcons. That's Mason going out, and that is Towell checking back in. Ellis jukes and jives his way in, and they're going to call goaltending on that. That was in the cylinder, and Carlisle slammed it home. He had to wait for that to come off that cylinder, and he didn't do it. That bucket will not count. Blackrock basketball. But it was a pretty looking slam dunk anyway. 6.5 left in the half. McKenzie with the basketball. Left side of the floor. Nunnally, and now inside it goes, and that shot goes up and in for Matthew Wilkins, and he draws a foul. First field goal we have seen since early in the first quarter for the Zebras. Count the bucket, and here's Wilkins at the line. He got the roll. 10-5 the score. Here come the Falcons. That's Towell directing traffic and running the offense. Gives it over to Ellis. Now inside it goes to Carlisle. Kicks it back to the top high post. He loses the handle on it. Out of bounds. Last touch by CRA. Wilkins sprints it across the timeline. Now pulls up. They're going to set their offense up. McKenzie. Now Wilkins very close to the half-court stripe, and he stepped on it. Backcourt violation. They had him backed all the way up against that line. So now it's CRA after the forced turnover. Towel. Ellis. Carlisle drives in. Puts it up, in, and out, no good. Rebound comes off to the Zebras, and a foul on the rebound committed by CRA. Team foul number 4. BlackRock's been sitting on 16 fouls for a while now. And if they foul again, it'll be free throws for CRA. And now down low it goes, and that shot won't go in. And it's rebounded by Ellis. Well, apparently it went out of bounds. There was some sort of a turnover. I was looking to see what the ruckus was. The coach was not happy about it. He thought there should have been a goaltending call. When I looked away, the Zebras got the ball back. Wilkins. Now Mundy. Back to Wilkins. Gives to McKenzie. Over on the left wing. Back to Wilkins. In the corner he goes. To Gott. Back up top. McKenzie, long distance three off the mark. And it is rebounded by Towle, and he's sprinting to the other end. Fakes the pass, takes it to the rack, and off the bottom of the backboard. The Zebras come up with a rebound. Then the steal for Luke Ellis. Ahead it goes to Towle. Towle this time will make the layup. Wild sequence of events there. Finally ends up in 2 points for the Falcons. 4.5 left in the first half. Wilkins passes it to nobody in particular. It goes out of bounds over the head of everybody. Pretty decent crowd. If you look on camera, the crowd sitting across the other side of the gym from us, that's the CRA folks. And there's a nice little crowd that made the drive over from Paragould. Walking it down is Towle. Law thought about throwing it inside, thought better of it. Towle kicks it in the corner. Luke Ellis. Back to Towle. They're working it around, being patient, trying to find the right shot or pass to get it inside. Skip pass. Ellis kicks it back up top. There's Law for three. Got it! Makes it a 10-point ball game. Biggest lead of the night for the Falcons, 15-5. We're down to 3.5 left in the first half. Nunnally, back up top it goes to Wilkins. Now Nunnally for three. He got it. (15-8). 3 minutes left in the half. Going by quickly. Here's Law. Almost stolen. Tracked down by Towle. In the corner he goes. Back up top. Law. And now driving in and putting it up and in is Mobley. 17-8 Falcons. This is Wilkins at the half-court stripe. Gives it over right here directly in front of my position to Nunnally. Inside it goes. Big melee in there, but Mundy finally draws the foul. And that was on the shot. It's team foul number 5. against CRA. And he's going to shoot 2. This is Elijah Mundy. Got the first one. Subs checking in. Ellis is going to get a breather. He's been out there since the initial tip. He's going to sit down for a minute or so. Second free throw for Mundy is off the heel and plucked down out of the sky by Nick Allman, who checked in for Ellis. And now we've got a whistle and a turnover. Looked like a carry down there in the corner, committed by Towell. I'm not near up as high as I normally am. I'm down here on the floor, so it's a lot harder for me to see things that go on in those far corners. Here's a long two-pointer for Nunnally. It's not going to go. Gott with the rebound, works it inside to Wilkins, and he is fouled. Team foul number 6, and that was on the floor. So now, both teams in the bonus after this inbound for the remaining 2 minutes of the half. CRA's been in the bonus for a while, but have not had another foul committed by the Zebras. Now that is last touched by CRA out of bounds. It'll still be Zebra basketball. Timeout called by CRA. And let's see how long the timeout is. We may take it with them. It is a full, and we'll be back in 1 minute on yourprimetimesports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
And we're back after the timeout. It is Zebra basketball with 1:55 remaining in the half. He hasn't found anybody yet. 5-second violation. Took too long. And gives the ball back to CRA. Now here come the Falcons. They're up 8 points. 17-9. This is Jonah Towell. He gives over to Nick Allman, who's still in the ballgame now. Long two-pointer won't go for Mobley. It is rebounded by Tim Andrews. He was a starter, and then he sat out for a while. First time we've said his name on the broadcast. Now driving in, baseline jumper, good for Matthew Wilkins. Every once in a while when it's down on the right side of the floor, if you look down in the corner, you'll see me and where my position is on the floor. Right here courtside. That's Allman with it. Gives it up right side of the floor to Towell. Back to Allman. Down under a minute. Stolen. If he could slam dunk it, he would. It's off the glass and in. That was Nunnally. Making it 17-13. We're down to 45 seconds left in the first half. Ball is out of bounds. Last touched by the Zebras. I believe it's Falcon basketball. Now Towell directing traffic here at half court. Gives over to Mobley. 40 seconds. Saved in bounds by Ellis, but to the wrong color jersey. Got with it on the run. McKenzie now got. Inside it goes. And now the paint jumper good for Matthew Wilkins. And all of a sudden, we've got a 2-point ball game. 20 seconds left in the half. CRA has just fallen asleep here in the second portion, the latter half of the second quarter. That shot wouldn't go. We're down to 10 seconds. Timeout called by the Zebras. A full timeout. We're going to take it to back in 1 minute.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Okay, there are 8 seconds left in this half. It's Zebra basketball. Only down by 2. They'd like to go in tied or maybe even with a lead. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. They're not going to get a shot off. Here it is at the buzzer. Would not go. And that is the halftime score. Whoops, that's the wrong graphic. I'll put halftime up. There we go. Halftime score, 17-15. A 2-point lead for the Falcons. We're going to take a halftime break of about 8 or 10 minutes. We'll come back with the second half right here on your PrimetimeSports.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. The second half of this ball game about to get underway. It is 17-15. It was a 10-point lead at one time for the Falcons, but then they fell asleep. And the Zebras climbed back into this thing. It is now a 2-point ball game, and we're about to get the second half underway. Now, I have been saying the wrong game. We know for sure that we'll be back on the air 1 week from tonight. It is not a CRA game next week. We will be at Nettleton for a girls matchup between the Nettleton Lady Raiders and the Buffalo Island Central Lady Mustangs. That's 1 week from tonight. We may or may not have a game this Friday, and if we do, we don't know what that game will be at this time. We'll let you know, but we do know for sure that we'll be back on the air Tuesday, 1 week from tonight. We're back underway, and the Zebras have the ball to start the second half. McKenzie. Now Nunnally. And Nunnally drives in, tries to dump it off. It's loose. And coming up with it in the pile is James Scott. In the corner, Mobley for three. It's short. Gott pulls it down for the Zebras. We have not seen a score change so far here in the second half. Wilkins with it, very near half court, being guarded closely by Towell. Now Gott with it, right wing. Gott. Nunnally for three. Off the mark. Rebound comes off to CRA. Carlisle pulls it down. Gets it ahead to Towell. Now in the corner, Ellis loses it out of bounds. No points scored yet here in the second half. Wilkins gives it over to Jacob Robbins. First time we've called his name out tonight. Or was it? No, it wasn't Jacob Robbins. Yes, it was. But we had a turnover anyway, and now we're going back the other way. Yep, Jacob Robbins in the ball game. First time we've called his name out tonight. He's a senior. Now Falcons basketball. Ellis is fouled. That is the second team foul of the half against the Zebras. 6:25 left in the third. Mobley gives back over to Towel. Towel running the offense right now. Now Mobley. Down in the corner it goes to Ellis. Ellis looks inside. Nobody open. Takes it in himself. Puts it off the glass and can't get the roll. Rebounded by McKenzie. We're down under 6 minutes left in the third. This is Nunnally with the basketball. And a timeout is going to be called by the Zebras. This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. So another programming note, we will not be bringing you another Double G Sports Talk Saturday until after the first of the year. So Double G Sports Talk Saturday off the air until January. We'll bring that back as conference play begins in the 5A East, because once January hits, we're going to be all 5A East all the time. And if you want to see what our broadcast schedule is, simply go to yourprimetimesports.com, click on events, and you'll see what we've got coming up. The old scoreboard brought to you by the Big Top Flea Market, largest indoor flea market in Greene County. Says that it is 17-15 CRA. It has not changed since we've started this second half. And now it's still not going to change. Off the back of the rim, no good for Wilkins. Rebounded by Blackrock. The three-pointer's not going to go either. Now it's loose. Wilkins comes out of the fray with it. In the corner it goes. Robbins for three. He got it. And the first lead of the night for the Black Rock Zebras. Now here's the Falcons, down by a point. Behind for the first time tonight. Towel. In the corner it goes. Ellis for three. Short. Offensive board. Put back up, and it won't go for Carlisle. He gets it again. That time he got it. The lead goes back to CRA by a point, 19-18. 4:45 left in the third, and now we've got a whistle and a blocking foul called against Luke Ellis. That's the first team foul of the second half against the Falcons. Blackrock basketball. Wilkins puts it up from the high post. He got it. He stopped and popped. And now the Zebras have 20. They're up by a point. Here come the Falcons. Towel with it. Top of the key. Ellis. Inside it goes. Off the glass and in. That's James Scott who gives the lead back to the Falcons. Here's Robbins. And he is called for a charge. Immediately following the game, we're not going to run off just yet because we're going to talk to the winning coach, whoever that may be. 4:06 left in the third. Falcons basketball. Law has checked back into the game for CRA, and he's running the offense now. Ellis. In the corner he goes. The three-pointer is on the way. It's not going to go in. Law with the offensive board. It's not going to go. It's out of bounds. Well, it is last touched by a white jersey. It'll be CRA basketball. Now Ellis for three from the far corner. Got it. The lead now 4 points, and a timeout is called by Blackrock. And we're going to take a full timeout. We'll be right back on yourprimetimesports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
Welcome back after the timeout. We've got an inbound pass and then a whistle. It goes, well, it's going to be a foul against CRA as we rejoin you here on your PrimetimeSports.com. That's the second team foul of the half against the Falcons. Three and a half left in the third. This is Wilkins with the basketball, being guarded closely by Law. He gives it up to McKenzie. Now Nunnally. Now down low. Got it. It's a 2-point ball game. Falcon basketball. Lob pass. Now, no, he traveled with it. He shuffled his feet before he got rid of it. You can't do that. It'll be Zebra basketball. Trailing by 2 with 3 minutes left in the third. Interesting stat, the CRA Falcons, this is their 4th appearance on your PrimetimeSports.com. 2 on radio, and that shot won't go. 1 on television just a few weeks ago. This is their 4th appearance. They haven't won a game on your PrimetimeSports.com. So every time I show up, the head coach, Royce McMillon, here's a steal. Wilkins to the rack is fouled. Every time I show up here lately at a ball game where Coach McMillon is, he is afraid they're going to lose because I'm there. Wilkins at the free throw line to shoot a couple. In and out, no good on the first one. With 2:32 remaining in the third. So, yeah, 0-3 on your PrimetimeSports.com. Our own CRA Falcons. We would like to see them get a win. I'm sure they would, too. It's a 1-point game right now, 1-point lead for the Falcons. Here's Law. And now Mobley drives in, and coming out of there with it is McKenzie. And McKenzie has it over on the left wing right now. Gives to Gott. Wilkins up top. Wilkins fadeaway jumper. Good. The lead goes back to the Zebras. 25-24. 1:45 and counting. Left here in the third. Law gives to Mobley. Back up top to Law. Calls out an offense and gives over to Mobley. There's a pick. Now Law. Up top it goes. Carlisle. Whistle. 3 seconds in the lane called against the Falcons. And sub checking in. This is Towell checking back into the ball game for the Falcons. Here comes Wilkins and the Zebras. Wilkins sees a lane, takes it, couldn't get the shot to go in, and it's rebounded by Towell. Towell going the other way fast. Towell to the rack, got it. The lead goes back to CRA. We're down to 50 seconds left here in this third quarter. In the corner, Nunnally clears it back up to McKenzie. Gott sets up for a three, short. Nunnally pulls down the offensive board. Inside there is a foul. And the foul is called against CRA. Foul is on the floor with 36 seconds left in the third. That is team foul number 4 against the Falcons. They get it in to Gott. Wilkins. Now McKenzie, 25 seconds left in the third. Poked from behind is Wilkins. He was gotten by Towel with 22 seconds left in the third. Team foul number 5. He's looking for somebody open. Hasn't found anybody. 5-second violation. It's a second 5-second call against the Zebras tonight. Luke Ellis checking back in. Will inbound the basketball. And he does. He gets it into Towel. Now takes it back. 20 seconds left in the third. Towel with 11 seconds. Towel drives in, dumps it down low. Shot off the glass will not go in. A foul is called. Mundy got a piece of him on the shot with 5 seconds left in the third. So now at the free throw line to shoot 2 is James Scott. And my scoreboard, all of a sudden I've noticed it is wrong. The score is 26-25. I must have bumped the button. He missed the first free throw. He got the second one. I should have just left that point up there on the scoreboard. It is now correct. 27-25. 3 seconds left in the third. Nunnally half-court shot is not close. And that is the end of the third period. We go to the fourth. Just like we ended the half, a 2-point lead for the Crowley's Ridge Academy Falcons. Back in 1 minute.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
All right, we got 1 quarter left to play. This one's been a good one. 27-25, CRA leading by a deuce. And they get the ball to start us off here in the final period. Scott with the basketball. Now Mason. Now the shot up and in for Mason. And he gives the CRA Falcons a 4-point cushion. Nunnally in the corner. Got for 3. Got it! 1-point game. Towel being guarded closely by Nunnally. Gives the ball over to Scott. Now Mason. Lob pass inside. The shot wouldn't go. Putback won't go. Rebound, Zebras. Couple of different tries would not go. 7 minutes to play. Wilkins gives over to McKenzie. Now Wilkins, long 2-pointer on the way. Will not go. Rebound battled for, and it is pulled down by Carlisle. And in the paint, there's a battle. It's still loose. CRA comes up with it. Now Ellis for 3. He got it. And the lead back to 4 points for the Falcons. McKenzie gives to Wilkins. In the corner to nobody in particular. Out of bounds. Intended for Nunley, but he moved out of the way before the ball got there with 6:15 remaining in the ball game. Jackson walking it down for the Falcons. Gives to Scott, now Mason on the wing. Mason drives in. Mason puts it up. Mason draws the foul. Just under 6 left in the fourth, and Mason, that's Todd Mason, he will shoot a couple here. That's team foul number 5 against the Zebras. Both teams now with 5 team fouls. First one, good. Largest lead of the second half for the Falcons, a 5-point lead. Got them both. Here come the Zebras. They have had the lead a couple times here in the second half. They're currently down by 6. Gott with the basketball. Gives it to Nunley. In the corner, Wilkins. Back up top. Batted. Loose. And saved inbounds. It's still Zebra ball. Now it's loose again, and Law finally comes up with it for the Falcons. Chance to broaden this lead here on this possession for the Falcons. Ellis for 3. Short. Rebound. Wilkins. Zebras. Wilkins goes the length of the floor, and his shot went out of bounds. It'll be Falcon basketball, just over 5 minutes left in the ball game. We're waiting on subs to get in and get situated here so we can get back underway. Checking back into the game is Jonathan Carlisle. And they're waiting. Oh, I see what they're doing. They've got a wet spot down there they're wiping up. 5:06 left in this ball game. And we're back underway. CRA basketball. Towel. Down low it goes to Carlisle. He has it batted out of bounds. That's not Carlisle. That's James. Well, I guess it was Carlisle. They'll inbound it underneath their own basket. This is Scott who gets it into Carlisle at the free throw line. He wants to drive in. He does. They're going to say he traveled with the basketball. Now it's Zebra ball. .445 and a whistle and a foul is called against Towel. That's team foul number 7. Is that correct? No, number 6 against CRA. For the remainder of this ball game, the Zebras will be in the bonus. Gott in front of his own bench. Passes up top to Nunley. Now McKenzie drives. Comes back out. They're being awfully patient for only being 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the ball game. And now a whistle and a timeout is called by the Zebras. And waiting to see how long the timeout will be. It is a full timeout, and we'll be back on your Primetime Sports.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
All right, you're back just in time. We're back underway. 4:15 left in the ball game. Zebras down by 6. They've got the ball. Wilkins gives to McKenzie. Now Nunnally. McKenzie. Nunnally thought about the 3. Traveled with it. Thought too hard about it and shuffled his feet. Under 4 to play. 3:56. CRA with a 6-point cushion in no kind of hurry. That's James Scott. He gives the towel. Now Ellis. Ellis loses the handle on it. It's loose, still loose. And now the Black Rock Zebras have the basketball. Nunnally with it on the run. 3.5 minutes to play. Nunnally pulls up and waits for help. Nobody scored in a while. It's been that 6-point deficit for a while. Now Nunnally in the paint. His shot is blocked by Carlisle. And CRA comes out of there with it. Towel drives in, puts it up, can't get it to go. That tip won't go. Mobley puts it up, it won't go. Carlisle won't go. Blocked, no, foul is called. They had 5 or 6 tries at it. Finally, Jonathan Carlisle draws a foul with 3:02 left to play. And Carlisle is going to shoot a couple. That was team foul number 6 against the Zebras. Got the first one. Got them both. Wow. Big 8-point lead now with 3 minutes to play. Another wet spot. That's about the 4th time we've stopped play tonight to clear the floor off. And that takes a lot of the momentum out of the game. Zebras down by 8 with 3 minutes to play. Now here we go. Wilkins across the timeline with it. Wilkins double dribbled the basketball. Falcon basketball. Towel. Gives to Ellis. Now Carlisle. Mobley. Up top to Carlisle. Fakes one way, goes the other. Drives in, puts it off the glass and in. It's a 10-point lead. That matches the largest lead of this ball game for the Falcons. The 4th quarter has not been a friend to the Zebras. They came into this quarter down by 2. Now with 2:20 left, they're down by 10. Wilkins for 3. Got it! Lead cut to 7. Two minutes left in this ball game. And they're out at half court with it, killing some clock. McKenzie steps up to guard Ellis. And a foul, touch foul, reach foul, whatever you want to call it, is going to be called against McKenzie. It's team foul number 7. We're going to see a 1-and-1. .152 left in the contest. Ellis makes his way to the free throw line. Got the first one. Largest lead now, 11. No, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. It's a 8-point lead. Now it's 9. 40-31. And a whistle, let's see. Oh, they're getting some subs in for the Falcons. We're down under 2 minutes. 1:45 and counting. Big deficit for the Zebras. 9 points. They work it down low. Turnaround for Robbins. Goes in. Back to a 7-point game. 90 seconds left. Law to Towel. Timeout called by CRA. This is a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Remember, there will be no Double G Sports Talk Saturday until after the first of the year, until January, when we start full-time 5A East coverage on your primetime sports. Next week, we're going to have one of those 5A East teams on for you, the Nettleton Lady Raiders, as they host the Buffalo Island Central Lady Mustangs. That's 1 week from tonight, right here on yourprimetimesports.com. The winning coach will join us at the end of the ball game, whoever that may be. And right now it's looking like it will be our own Royce McMillon from the CRA Falcons, if things hold the way they are now. Inbound pass right over here in front of me to Carlisle. Now Jackson with it. 75 seconds left to play. Jackson Law, that is. Now it's loose. It's going to be a jump ball. The arrow pointing at the Zebras. 60. They called jump ball. I don't know. Well, the call was overturned. They're going to say that apparently they are saying that CRA had possession of the ball and call timeout. It will not go to the arrow. It will be CRA ball coming out of this break. Well, I'll tell you what, the coaching world in the college ranks of Arkansas today got turned on its ear. The Razorbacks hiring Wisconsin's head coach, the name I cannot pronounce at this time, and I won't even try, but he will be apparently coming to coach the University of Arkansas. And then very shortly after they made that announcement, the announcement came that Coach Gus Malzahn would be leaving Arkansas State to become the head coach of the Auburn Tigers. All that happened today. CRA basketball, and after we got underway, there was a foul committed by McKenzie. Committed, let's see, that's team foul number 8, so it will be a 1-and-1 for Luke Ellis with 65 seconds left to play. Up by 7. It's already a 3-possession game. Okay, well, that was weird. There was a 1-and-1. And they had a sub waiting to get in. Apparently, the scorekeeper didn't know that was a 1-and-1. It will be Zebra basketball. One minute left. Zebras better start galloping right now. Got for 3. He didn't get it. And it's out of bounds. It'll be CRA basketball with 49 seconds left to play. They're applying pressure to the inbound pass, trying to get that ball back, down by 7. And they get it in successfully to James Scott. Now Towel and Ellis. Ellis is fouled with 39 seconds left to play. That's team foul number 9 against the Zebras. The final 1-and-1. He got it. It's an 8-point game again. Looks like, unless some sort of a miraculous thing happens, after that one went in too, it's a 3-possession game the hard way. 9-point lead. Unless something miraculous happens, CRA will win their first ball game ever on your Primetime Sports. We've got a charge called against the Zebras with 31 seconds left to play. Long touchdown pass, and he could have took it to the rack but did not. 25 seconds left to play. They're going to play keep away for a while with that 9-point lead. Ellis still has the ball. At 5 seconds, he tried to juke and jive his way out of that, but couldn't get away from him. 5-second call with 14 seconds left to play. They've killed enough clock here to seal the deal. CRA will win this game, and we will talk to Coach McMillon immediately following the horn. Three-pointer Nunnally won't go. Pulled down by Carlisle, and that's where it will end. Final score, CRA 42 and BlackRock 33. And hopefully now we'll take a break and be back with Coach McMillon on your PrimetimeSports.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. I am standing here with the head coach of the winning team, the CRA Falcons, our CRA Falcons.
That's right.
And you were 0-3 on your Primetime Sports coming into tonight's game. You finally got the monkey off your back and won on YPTS. Hey, talk about this game. You guys actually were down by a couple of points here in the second half. The Zebras climbed back into this ball game after a 10-point lead for you in the first half.
Well, I tell you what, David, they've won one game, so they're fighting for that win. It's their home crowd. I tell you, they fed off the crowd, and my hat's off to them. They played a tough game. They were actually a little tougher than us, but we pulled out a win, and we needed it bad.
Now, is there anybody you want to key in on? This looked like a total team effort tonight. Normally, we're talking about Luke Ellis after a game like this, but tonight, not so much.
Well, we played 10 guys. No, we played 9 guys tonight, and it took every one of them. They all have a role. We've been working on their role. Do they know their certain roles? And they did their job tonight. We had a lot of easy baskets that didn't go in. We do a lot of defense, and sometimes we don't do enough on the offensive end. But we just got to keep battling.
Now, who's next for you on the conference schedule? This makes you 2-1 in conference play. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. We've got Monday night. We've got Wiener. It was on the schedule for Friday. They had a conflict.
I see.
So we're going Monday night at their place, 5:30. We've got all 3 teams again. Girls will play first.
Now, when you say all 3, some viewers may not know you don't have a senior girls squad this year. So when you say all 3, he means both the junior high squads, boys and girls, and this squad that we just saw tonight.
Yes, absolutely. The girls program just didn't have enough in the senior high, so I get the privilege of doing all 3.
You're coaching all of them, yeah.
Yes. Got a good helper here in Caleb Livingston helping me out. But, we've got Wiener, BlackRock. They beat Wiener a couple weeks ago. Big win for them, but Wiener is going to be tough, and we're going to start working for them tomorrow.
Now, 2 weeks from tonight, we've got you guys on your Primetime Sports again.
Okay.
This is a road trip to Maynard. That will be 2 weeks from tonight. Now, you've already beaten them once this year, but that was at home against CRA.
That was probably one of the roughest games that I've ever been a part of. And going to Maynard is going to be extra tough. May have to bring some security in, but they're going to be ready to go, and it's going to be Maynard against CRA. It's going to be 8 on 5. home cooking sometimes. That's what happens. But we're going to have to get in there and fight for that one for sure, and hopefully come out no one getting injured, because it was a tough game. Tough game that last game. There was some hard fouls.
Went to a basketball game and a football game broke out.
Yes, absolutely.
For two schools that don't even have football teams.
Right.
So, okay, that game will be 2 weeks from tonight right here on yourprimetimesports.com. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on your win tonight. That's Coach McMillon, and we are going to say good night. I'm Dave Grimm for yourprimetimesports.com. We'll see you next time.
Hey,
thanks.
Good job on the song.